All right, you guys, welcome to class. My name is Teacher Chad. This hour we're going to be practicing our reading and pronunciations as we read through a handful of short stories. The first short story we're going to take a look at is right here. I'm placing it in the Verbling chat box as well as the Google chat box. Very good. So let's see who we have in class so far. Hi there, Heidi. How are you?
Hello, nice to see you again.
Good to see you as well. How you doing this week?
This week, every day it's very cold, so I didn't go to the far place, only going to the shopping mall. Even
Okay.
I need to take a walk every day. I walk inside of the shopping mall. It's quite wide and warm.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Exactly. Well, a lot of people do that, especially when it's cold outside. Because the malls are really large, and you can walk around and around and get some exercise by walking.
Yes, it's very tiresome.
Yes. All right. All right. Very good. Let's see here, Victor. How you doing?
I'm fine. How about you, Chad?
I'm doing well, thank you. How was this week back at work? Ugh. How was
It's
this week
okay.
back at work for you?
It's okay. Everything is normal, like average.
Average. Okay.
Yeah,
Nothing special.
nothing
Yeah.
special. Nothing.
Okay. Good. Good. Well, nice to have you both here in class. Let's go ahead and get rolling here. Let's see here. This off. And all right. So Heidi, let's start off with you.
Okay.
All right. All right. Let me have you read from It Was in the Spring. Okay, and read down to, let's see here. Go ahead and read down to here where it says My Thoughts, please.
It was in the spring of my 64th year that I first heard of the Seraphic Melody, a generous grant from the Yale Institute of Sacred Music allowed me to spend 2 years in Vienna, Australia, in the dust of the basement libraries that riddled the old city. I had an apartment in the Margareton district. Though the subway provided convenient transport, I often found myself wondering. I've always had a strange feeling that the forgotten makers of history watch us, hidden in some crinkle of time. Never was this feeling as strong as in Vienna. Munching on Käsekreiner, I'm sorry, Käsekreiner or sausage that I bought from street vendors. I wandered the stone and grass along with my thoughts.
Okay, very good.
Okay.
Very good. All right, let's go to glass. Give me a good GL here. The stone and the glass.
The stone and grass.
Good. Good. Let's go to. Okay. Never was this feeling as strong. Never was this feeling as strong. Try that.
Never was this feeling as strong.
Okay, that was much better. Okay. Next up, wandering. Okay, so here we're going to use that ah, but give me a good R here instead of wandering. Wandering.
Wandering.
I often found myself wandering.
Often found myself wandering.
Okay, good. Let's try this. So this is going to be that riddle the old city. That riddle the old city.
That riddle the old city. That riddle the old city.
Okay, good. And the last one here, this is 64th. 64th.
64th.
Okay, good. Good. All right, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, let's go to, let's see here. Oh, we got some other people in here. Hi, Jose, how are you? Jose, how you doing? Your microphone is muted. Okay, how about Luz? Hi, Luz, how are you?
Hi, I'm doing great. Thanks.
Excellent. Welcome to class. I'll be right
Thank
back
you.
with you. I'll have you read next,
Okay.
but I'm going to say hi to two other people, okay?
Okay.
Okay. Hi, Greg. How you doing?
I'm fine, thank you. How are you?
Good. I'm doing well. Thank you. Welcome to class. All right. As well as Carlos. Hi, Carlos. How are you?
Very well, thank you.
Great. Carlos, where are you from?
Argentina,
From Argentina. What part of Argentina?
Buenos Aires.
Very cool. I lived there for a couple of years. What part of Buenos Aires do you live in?
The neighborhood is Núñez.
Ah, yeah. Yeah, I'm familiar with Nunez. I lived in, let's see, where is that on?
Palermo.
So, yeah, in Palermo. I live in Chacarita.
Oh, yes, it's close to my.
Chacarita, over by Belgrano. Yeah, Belgrano
Oh, really?
is it, yeah,
Yeah,
Belgrano
Belgrano is
and
just
Chacarita. Yeah.
it's just touching Núñez, Belgrano.
Yeah, exactly. So I would get off on, oh, is there a subway stop for Chacarita, or is it only for Belgrano Chacarita? I can't remember.
I
Anyway.
think there is one. I think there is one. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Awesome. All right. Well, welcome to class. Good to have you here.
Thank you.
Okay, all right. Luz, let's go to you. Okay. Please read from I Even Dreamed. Okay, finish this paragraph here and read down to Schuppen's des Drakens. Okay, don't worry about the German, just do your best.
Okay. So, I even dreamed. I'm sorry. Oh. I even dreamed about aimless wanderings. But that was my free time. In truth, I spent most of my waking hours seated, bent over a book, or else with my nose to library stacks. I frequented the major institutions, of course, but my research at that time, the rather scholarly branch of pre-baroque and harmonics, alternate music tuning systems, led me further and further off the beaten path to museums and specialized libraries on the city's suburbs, and from there to the personal libraries and collections of Vienna's elusive musical devotees. It was in the personal library of an architect by the name of Heimito Wolff that I first laid eyes on Chopin des Dragons.
Yeah, that's good. Good, nice job. Good job up here as well with Zen harmonics. Okay, that was really good. Okay, don't worry, you did fine. Okay, let's go to library. Okay, so I want to work on the as well with this. Okay, so instead of in the personal library, okay, so it's in the personal library.
In the personal library.
There you go. Good. Okay, watch that R at the end of library. Okay, one more time.
Library.
In the personal library.
In the personal library.
Good. Nice job. Okay, next up is beaten. Okay, so when a word ends with a vowel and an N, we cannot treat the T as a flap T. Okay, meaning we cannot say beaten. Okay, we have to pronounce a normal T like beaten or a stop T like beaten. Okay, so those are the two ways that we can pronounce this. So the second way is the most common, saying the beaten path.
The beaten path.
Okay, almost. So instead of beaten, stop the T. Beaten.
Beaten?
Yeah, just like that. The beaten path.
Okay. The beaten
Yeah.
path.
Good, just like that. Yeah, we do the same thing with words like written. Okay, so instead of saying written, we say written.
Written.
Yep, written. We go from the vowel straight to the N and skip over the T. Written. Okay?
I guess in British, English, It'll be the beaten. No, the
Well,
beaten.
we actually
The
learned it.
beaten
We
path.
actually learned it from the British. So if you listen to some people who speak British English, they say Britain, Britain, or British, British.
I
So
see.
we learned that from them. Okay,
Okay.
but if you're looking at strict British English, yes, they would say the beaten path.
The beaten
Beaten.
path.
They would use a normal T. Okay.
Okay.
All right. All right. Let's go to further and further. Give me good R's here. Further and further.
Further and further.
Good. Good.
Further
Okay.
and
Let's try it
further.
one more. There you go. Okay, that's pretty good. Let's go to alternate. So the stress is at the very beginning. Instead of alternate, it's alternate.
Alternate.
Mm-hmm. Okay, good. Here we have the word frequented. So the stress is at the very beginning. I frequented the major institutions.
I frequented the major institutions.
Okay, give me a good the. Instead of the major, the major. I frequented the major institutions.
I frequented the major institutions.
Okay, all right, let's try major one more time. Instead of mayor, major.
Major. Major.
Good.
I frequented the major institutions.
Good. All right, and your last one here. Instead of truth, truth. Give me a CHR. Truth.
Truth.
Good. Good. All right, nice job. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, let's go to Victor.
Yeah,
Okay, Victor, please read from in English, okay, and finish this paragraph, and let me have you read down to here where it says half a page, please.
In English, Scales of the Dragon, a musical pun, and a reference to the book's subject, music categorized as supernatural or occult. As befits its shadowy subject, Chopin des Drachens' origin is mysterious. Scholars agree it's the work of a secret society related to the church and to the Viennese musical world. When the book was written sometime in the 16th century, the two could hardly be separated. In any case, it's an encyclopedia of musical styles, specifically those musical styles beyond the old church's realm. That is to say, beyond the realm of the acceptable in that time period. The one entry of a musical style within the massive book that most enchanted me took up only half a page.
Okay, nice job. Nice job. Okay, let's go to right here. So adding on that that apostrophe S, as well as the pronunciation here of realm. Okay, so instead of realm, it's realm. The old church's realm.
The old church's realm.
Give me a good R instead of realm, realm. The old
Realm.
church's realm.
The old church's realm.
There you go. That's it. Good, good. Okay. Okay, the two could hardly be separated. All right, so with could, okay, we're going to say instead of could, could. Open your mouth a little bit, okay? The two could hardly be separated.
The two could hardly be separated.
Good, good. Nice job, nice job. And your last one is mysterious. Right here, give me a good R here at the end. Okay. Origin is mysterious.
Origin is mysterious.
Good. All right, nice job. Thank you, Victor.
Thank you, Chad.
Okay, let's go to Carlos. Carlos, please continue from the account. Finish this paragraph, and let me have you read down to sort of a trance down here on the next page. Okay, and right there on that comma, please.
Okay. The account there was so fantastical, so literally incredible that at first glance I took it for nothing more than a myth. No more true than the dragon of the book's title. It had nothing at all to do with my research, and yet two aspects clung to me, and I couldn't shake them. First, the melody itself. In English, it translates to seraphic or angelic melody, a melody so bewitching that when played twice, the second playing is more pleasing than the first, and the third more than the second, the fourth more than the third, and on and forever. Supposedly, according to Snoepen de Raschens, long-forgotten author, the musician who dares to play the melody enters a sort of trance.
Okay, just till there. Good. Nice job. Okay, let's try the combination of more than together. So when you're saying more than, you're saying more than. So you're rolling that R. Okay. So we're gonna say let's go from here. Okay. So yes, this chunk. Okay. So we're working on more. So we have more here. Okay, more than and more than. Watch the R right before that. Okay, so the second playing is more pleasing than the first, and the third more than the second, the fourth more than the third. Okay, try that.
Okay. The second playing is more pleasing than the first, and the third more than the second, the fourth more than the third.
Good, much better with that that R sound. Good. Next we have the word melody. Okay, so on this word, okay, the L in English is softer. Okay, nice and soft when you touch the top of your mouth. Okay, when you're pronouncing that L, it almost feels like a Spanish R, melody. Okay, so instead of melody, okay, it's melody.
Melody.
There you go. Okay, so the melody itself.
The melody itself.
There you go. Good. That was nice. Okay, let's try the ed ending here. When played twice.
When played twice.
Okay, good. And the last one is literally. Okay, working on this R right here. So literally incredible.
Literally incredible.
Good. One more time. So literally incredible.
Literally incredible.
Great. Nice job. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, next up is Greg. Okay, Greg, please continue from unable or unwilling. Finish this paragraph. And
Okay.
let's have you read down to right hereabouts. So him into his care. Right here, ending on care, please.
Okay. Unable or unwilling to put down his instrument, he plays on until he drops of exhaustion. When he wakes, his fingers can no longer play the piece, but the memory of the melody haunts him. Second, the author continues in a rather over-the-top style to tell the tale of one such musician. Lute, I believe, was his instrument, though the seraphic melody seems equally playable on any instrument. The musician wanders from one Australian chord to another like a phantom, unable to forget his brief touch with the divine and equally unable to evoke once more that touch. As I recall the story, a duke takes a pity on the musician and takes him into his care.
Okay, very good. Nope, just tell there. All right, good. Okay, let's go to the V sound here in evoke. To evoke once more. To evoke once more. Try that.
To evoke once more.
Good. Much better. Let's go to the word Austrian. So the stress is at the beginning. Okay, and we're also going to work on the OR sound. So this is One Austrian court. One Austrian court.
One Austrian court.
Good, much better with the R. So here, instead of Austrian, it's only an ah sound. Austrian.
One Austrian court.
Good, good. Next up is the word musician right here. So the U in this word, instead of musician, it's musician. Of one such musician. Try that.
Of one such musician.
Okay, very good. Next we have the word author. Give me a good TH here instead of otter. Okay, the author continues.
The author continues.
Okay, now when we pronounce this word, the OR is pronounced like an ER. So instead of saying author, it's author with an like saying her. Hey, look at her. Author. The author continues.
Okay, the author continues. Continues.
Almost. You're saying author instead of Thor. Say thur. Author. There you go. The author continues. Okay, let's go to the word. All right, let's go to the word wakes instead of wax. Okay, long A sound. When he wakes.
When he wakes.
Very good. And your last one is the word instrument. So we're working on the TR here instead of instua. Okay, with a U sound, give me a CHR. Instrument.
Instrument.
Good. One more time. Instrument.
Instrument.
All right. Very good. Very good. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Next up is Heidi. Heidi, please read from the musician. Finish this this paragraph and read down to. Let's see here. Yep. Down to piece of paper, please.
Piece of paper. Okay. Piece of paper. The musician, who lives until his 80s, never leaves the Duke's estate. He spends his days in the garden, standing with his arms at his sides and his closed eyes directed up at the heavens, humming to himself. Before I left, I mentioned Chopin de Drachens to Herr Wolf. My reference was discreet, made only in passing. From deep within his oversized, overstuffed, wagonly armchair, Wolf broke into a fit of coughing. When he had recovered, he asked why I was interested. Thinking little of it, I mentioned the seraphic melody. His face clouded over. In thickly accented English, he warned me to forget the story. Naturally, this only piqued my interest. And when I insisted, he wrote an address on a piece of paper.
Okay, very good. Very good. Okay, let's go to the word interest. Okay, so we're going to take this from 3 syllables to 2. So instead of interest, it's interest. Interest.
Interest.
Okay, very good. And we would do the same thing here with interested. Try that. Interested.
Interested.
Okay, take out that ter. So instead of interest, it's interested.
Interested.
There, good, good. Nice job. Next is,
Interested.
let's see. Next is the word armchair. So the stress is at the beginning instead of at the very end. Okay, so this is burgundy armchair.
Burgundy armchair.
Very good. Okay, our next word is reference. Okay, so same thing with interested. Okay, we take out that we take out the and it's just fr. So my reference was discreet.
My reference was discreet.
Okay, one more time. My reference. My reference was discreet.
My reference was discreet.
Okay, very nice. Next up is, okay, so now with his arms, you added an extra sound between with and his. Okay, so instead of saying with a his, okay, it's with his arms. With his arms. Try that.
With his arms. With his arms.
Okay, very good. And our last word is the word days with a long A sound.
Days.
His days in the garden.
His days in the garden.
Okay, nice job. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, piece of paper. Okay, let's go to, let's see here. Luce?
Yes.
Luce, please continue from, he said, finish this paragraph, read this next one, and let's have you read down to Asselgrad district, please.
Okay. He said that if I visited the address, I was to deny ever having met him, ever having heard of him, and, in no uncertain terms, to never contact him again. I spent the next week in a cloud. It was impossible to concentrate on my work. My readings, dense enough to begin with, came to me as stuff written in a foreign language. Even the prospect of writing, normally a pleasure, was hopeless. The idea of visiting the address, however, terrified me. I had known Herr Wolf for 2 decades. He was neither a coward nor a liar. He was not a gullible man. In the end, the anxiety of not knowing won out. Following Wolf's address, I found myself at a typical-looking street in the Alsergrund district.
Okay, very good. Okay, let's go to anxiety. Instead of anxiety, so it's almost like we're pronouncing, it's like a G sound almost. Okay, so it only sounds like that because so if we're looking at the X, it's a KS, right? X. Okay, but because it's moving from an N, it changes that K to more of a G sound, so it's anxiety. Just like that. So we don't want to pronounce that anx with a sh sound. Anxiety. Okay, a gullible man.
Gullible man. I knew that was wrong pronounced.
Okay, yeah, you were
I've
pretty
never
close.
seen that word.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's a gullible person is a person that believes anything anyone tells him. Okay.
Thanks for that one.
Yeah, so you don't want to be a gullible person.
Gullible, okay. Gullible man.
Okay. Okay, this word here is pronounced coward. Coward. So instead of coward, coward.
Coward. Okay.
Okay. Our next one, instead of terrified, it's terrified, like terror. Okay, so however, terrified me.
However, terrified me.
One more time. Give me that A year. However, terrified me.
However, terrified me.
Very good. Next up. Okay, so from the last time you read, we had the word beaten. Okay, this is the same thing. We have a vowel plus an N. Okay, so instead of ridden, it's written or written. Okay, so though written in a foreign language.
Though written in a foreign language.
Good, good. Yeah, you can use the normal T, and that's okay. Right? Next up is the word, okay, so we did though already. So yeah, instead of doch, okay, the GH is silent here. Okay, this word here is contact. Okay, so the stress is at the very beginning. Instead of contact him, okay, it's to never contact him again.
To never contact him again.
Yeah, use an contact. Okay,
Contact.
push on the beginning of the word. To never contact him again.
To never contact him again.
Okay, good. And let's go to the V's. Yes, okay. Instead of visited, right here, if I visited the address, give me a good V.
If I visited the address.
Good, good. All right, nice job. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, let's continue here. Next up is Victor.
Okay.
Okay, Victor, please read from a locale. Okay, finish this this paragraph and read down to the bottom of the next one. And cleaning supplies, please.
A local, neither busy nor sparse, and entered what appeared to be an apartment complex. Wolf's address, however, named no apartment number. I almost walked out.
Hello, Victor. Victor, you okay? Oh, I think we lost him. Let's see if he jumps back in real quick, you guys. Nope, he may have lost his connection. Okay, Carlos, let's go to you. Let me have you start in the same spot. So it's a locale. Okay, finish that paragraph and come down here to where it says cleaning supplies.
Okay. A locale neither busy nor sparse and entered what appeared to be an apartment complex. Wolf's address, however, named no apartment number. I almost walked out. But though I can boast of no great heroism, and in fact devoted my life to study and quietude, nevertheless to resign myself to fate was unsatisfactory, distasteful. I resolved to investigate further. The doors to the 8 apartments, 2 of each floor, were equally ordinary. The door to the roof was locked. Neither did I find any possibilities on the ground floor, though I searched the broom closets and even the basement, where I found nothing except the water heater, gas meters, and cleaning supplies.
Okay, very good, very good. All right, let's go to the word closets instead of closets. Okay, So the broom closets.
The broom closets.
Okay, very good. Let's go to the word searched. Give me a T sound here at the end. Instead of I searched, I searched.
Searched.
Good. So let's try this. Though I searched the broom closets and even the basement.
Though I searched the broom closets and even the basement.
Good, good. Nice job. Next is the word further. Oh, man, hard one. Okay, further.
Further.
Okay, control your tongue, moving from the R into the TH. You're saying further. Okay, so it's further.
Further.
There you go. Good. Okay, one more time. Further.
Further.
Okay, all right, let's try it in the sentence. I resolved to investigate further.
I resolved to investigate further.
Okay, better. You're better. You're not rolling it as much. It's still a little hard on the end of the R, but not as bad as it was before. Okay, good. But it really is a hard word. Okay, a hard word for some to pronounce. Okay, let's go to the word apartment. Okay, working on the R instead of apartment. Okay, apartment number.
Apartment.
Okay, very good. Very good. And let's go to entered right here. ED ending instead of entered. Okay,
yeah.
It's entered. And entered what appeared to be.
Entered what appeared to be.
Very good. And let's see here. Our last one is the word busy. Instead of bussy, busy. Short I sound. Busy.
Busy. Busy.
Good, good. All right. Nice job, Carlos. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, let's go to Greg.
Okay.
All right. Greg, please continue from I stepped out. And read down to here where it says down on him, please.
Okay. I stepped out of that building and surveyed the area. Right away, I noticed the entranceway descending into the ground just to the side of the steps on which I stood. Following the stairs, as they turned out of sight of the street, I came to locked door. A swift elbow to the glass, I was able to reach in and open it from the inside. The space was smaller than an elevator, and roofless, open to the sky. A shaft way, maybe. By the light that came down to those depths, I saw a symbol on the wall. A pale man with a flute. I'm not playing the flute, but holding holding it at his side as he looks skyward, up to the sun that streams down on him. I assume he was.
Okay, just tell there, Greg. Okay, Greg, your pronunciation is really good with the words individually.
Yeah,
Okay.
I know.
Now, yeah, let's try, okay, moving through it with one breath.
Okay.
Okay, so let's so one that was right here. Okay, through to those depths. Okay, so by the light that came down to those depths. Okay, so keep the sound moving, the vibration in your throat moving the whole time. Okay, the whole time think. Okay, think of those pronunciations because you know how to pronounce the words very clearly. Okay, but we don't want to say by the light that came down to those. Okay, so you're pausing a lot. So work on connecting those words together because when you pronounce the words individually, they sound awesome. Okay, you do really well on the words individually, but connect them. Okay, let's try that. So from by the light that came down to those depths. Keep the sound moving. Try that.
Okay, by the light that came down to those depths.
Okay, all right, let's try this. Okay, so without pausing. By the light that came. Okay, string them out longer together. By the light that came. Kind of like you're singing. Try that.
Okay, I will try. By the light that came down.
Good, good, much better. One more time. Connect those sounds a little more, okay? By the light that came down.
By the light that came down.
Good, good, much better. Okay, so when you do that, okay, and you're practicing the connection of those words, it will make you sound more like a fluent speaker, okay, and reader. Because right now it's very, very choppy. Okay, so let's try one more. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, I want to stay away from the V just for right now. I want to do okay. So this right here. So I assume he was painted on the stone. Okay, fluent sound coming from your vocal cords. I assume he was painted on the stone. Try that.
I assume he was painted on the stone.
Good, good. One more time. Keep the sound moving. Okay, one more time.
I assume he was painted on the stone.
Good, much better, much better. Okay, even just that little correction like that made it sound more fluent.
Yeah, I know. I just afraid when I see th, I automatically pausing before I will say it because I'm afraid to not say it.
Oh, right. Yeah, but you say it very well. So now that you know that you can say them well, take it up to the next step.
Okay.
Okay? Because you can pronounce them well. Try and connect those just a little bit more together when you're pronouncing them. Okay?
Okay, I will try.
Awesome. Nice job, man.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay. So we went to streams down. Okay. Let's go to Heidi.
Yeah.
Okay. Heidi, please read from I assume. Okay, and finish this paragraph and read down to, so we got 15 minutes. Yeah, go ahead and read down to the end of the paragraph, down to present, please.
I assume he was painted on the stone, but so old and faded was the symbol that it was difficult to tell for sure. There's something more about him that I find difficult to put into words. Maybe in my excited state, my imagination got the best of me. He seemed not to be moving, but somehow implying movement, about to drop to a knee, or maybe leap in the air. Something. I couldn't be sure. Equally, he seemed to imply where he had just been. Again, perhaps sitting, walking, talking, nothing definite. He was one image that for me represented many images, like where he came from and where he might be going. Two paths darkening as they receded from the present.
Okay, very nice. Very nice. Let's go to darkening. Darkening. Make sure to pronounce this K here in the middle, as well as an R sound here. So try that. Darkening.
Darkening.
Okay, so two paths darkening as they receded.
Two paths darkening as they receded.
There you go. Good, good. Okay. Next is definite. Okay, so instead of definite, short E, definite. Nothing definite.
Nothing definite.
Okay, very nice. Next we have the word state, long A sound. Okay. In my excited state.
In my excited state.
Okay, so instead of state, state.
In my excited state.
There you go, state. Okay, good. And our last one is a long A as well, right here on faded. Same thing, so we're going to say faded, faded.
Faded.
Okay, good. One more time. Faded.
Faded.
Good. All right, nice job, Heidi. Thank you. Okay. I think, all right, that is it. So we'll start on another story as well. So Luz, let me have you finish this paragraph, and then I'll have you continue reading on our next story, okay?
Okay. He meant little to me at first, but I think of him constantly now. Each day he occupies me more and more. The hallways of time are so long, and you never get a bird's eye view. I'm beginning to think they are not hallways at all, but a maze.
Okay, good, good, nice job. The only word here for you is the word occupies. So the first O is an ah, and then the ending, that's an I sound. So occupies.
Occupies.
Good, good. All right, nice job, nice job. Okay, so let's go to our next one here. Let's see, advanced. Okay, Winter's Drive. Okay, our next one is here. It's in the Verbling chat box right now. All right, and Luce, let's have you continue. Okay, reading from it. It was raining ice, and let's see. Let's have you read down to here where it says 9 years, please.
It was raining ice. He flinched every time a hard pellet his windshield, threatening to crack it. They were like stones, or worse, because they were frozen. He wondered how many of them would have to strike the same spot to bore a hole in the glass. Michael was approaching the Canadian-US border at Plattsburgh, in upstate New York. He hadn't left the United States in 9 years.
Okay, very good. Let's take a look at two parts. Right here, instead of spot, this is an ah sound, the same spot to bore a hole.
The same spot to bore a hole.
Good. One more time. The same spot to bore a hole.
The same spot to bore a hole.
Okay, very nice. And the last word for you is wondered. Okay, so this is an sound, and then instead of wondered, ed ending. He wondered how many.
He wondered how many.
Good, good. All right, nice job. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, let's go to Carlos. Carlos, please continue. He fingered. Okay, finish this paragraph and read down to here where it says give you a hard time, please.
Yeah. He fingered his new passport, its pliant navy cover, and marveled at the date printed inside. It wasn't expired. How long since he had had an expired passport? He did not even know. He had thrown the last one away. The lines of cars advancing towards the customs agents in their boxes were long. Michael knew he would choose one and immediately regret his decision. No matter which queue you chose, the other one, the one you hadn't chosen, will suddenly pick up speed and begin to move at an incredible pace. There was no way around it. His father had always told him to aim for a female agent, that the female agents were nicer. His mother had always told him the opposite. The men are less likely to give you a hard time.
Okay, very good. All right, let's go to the V sound to give you a hard time. Try that.
Okay, to give you a hard time.
Okay, watch your tongue on R instead of hard. Hard. To give you a hard time.
To give you a hard time.
There you go. That's the sound. Okay. Here instead of man, this is men, short e sound. The men are less likely.
The men are less likely.
Good, good. All right, let's go to the word female. Okay, so when you're pronouncing this L, okay, you need to bring your tongue more forward in the mouth. If not, you're saying female, okay, and it's el, and your tongue is back further in your mouth. That would be the Spanish L. So curve it down and forward and then up, okay, towards the front of your mouth. The female agents. The female agents. Try that.
The female agents.
There you go. There you go. One more time. More like a shanky, right? The female agents.
The female agents.
Good. That's the L. That's the L. It comes way forward in the mouth, okay? Good. Next one, decision. Where'd you go? Okay, up here. Instead of decision, okay, short I, decision.
Decision.
Okay, good, good. Next up is toward. Okay, let's watch the R here instead of toward. Okay, rolling the R. Advancing toward the customer. Advancing towards the customs agents.
Advancing toward the customs agents.
Good, good. Nice job with towards or toward. Next one, and your last one, okay, is fingered. Okay, give me an erd sound instead of fingered. Rolling the R, so he fingered his new passport.
He's fingered his new passport.
Good. One more time. He fingered his new passport.
He fingered his new passport.
Good. That's it. All right. Nice job. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, let's go to Greg.
Yes.
All right, Greg. So it seemed. Okay, finish this paragraph and read down to the end where it says paper bag. Okay, try and keep that sound moving as much as you can. Okay.
Okay, I will try.
All right,
It seemed
go for
now
it.
that he and his car were headed for a tall woman with a blonde ponytail. What would he tell her? Michael realized that he had rented a car, packed a day's worth of clothes, picked up a lunch, spent countless hours reviewing what he would do when he arrived in Canada. But he hadn't for 1 second thought about what he might tell the border patrol officers. He searched his brain and found nothing. The cars inched forward. In 3 hours, it would be his turn. In 1 hour, if the agent let him pass, he would be in Montreal. He ate the last of the cold French fries he had picked up from a drive-through earlier that morning and crumpled the paper bag.
Okay. All right. Very good. Okay. Let's go to two pronunciations. Then we're going to work on combining the sound. Okay. So right here. Okay. We have instead of true, drive true. Okay. Make sure that your tongue goes between your teeth. All of your other THs were awesome. Okay. You had no other TH problems. Okay. This is the only one you said drive true. So this is going to be drive through.
Okay, drive through.
Yes, there you go. A drive-through. One more time.
Drive through. Drive.
Good.
Okay.
Okay, on this word here, the ed ending. Okay, so he searched his brain.
He searched. This is T or D in the word search.
It's the T sound. Searched.
He searched his brain.
Good. Nice job. Okay. All right, let's go to right here. Okay, let's combine the sounds together. Okay, so it's like you're going, ah, okay, and you're just continuing the sound. You don't want to stop. Okay, so packed a day's worth of clothes. Try that.
Okay, packed a day's worth of clothes.
Good. One more time. Keep the sound moving. Packed a day's worth of clothes.
Packed a day's worth of clothes.
Good. Okay, let's try this one here. But he hadn't for a second thought. Okay, so combine the sound. But he hadn't for 1 second thought.
But he hadn't for 1 second thought.
There you go. Okay, you could do it. All right, let's try this one here. The cars inched forward.
The cars inched forward.
Okay, one more time. Combine those. The cars inched forward.
The cars inched forward.
Okay, very good. And let's do, where was that other one? Okay, so, okay, we're headed for a tall woman with a blonde ponytail. Okay, so don't stop. Keep the sound moving. We're headed for a tall woman with a blonde ponytail.
Okay, we're headed for a tall woman with a blonde ponytail.
Okay, one more time. We're headed for a tall woman with a blonde ponytail.
We're headed for a tall woman with a blonde ponytail.
Good, that's much better. Okay? All right, yeah. Keep working on that. You'll sound more fluent, okay? Good.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, great. Let's go to Heidi.
Yeah.
All right, Heidi, let's have you read these one-liners here.
Mm-hmm.
And then read down to the bottom of this paragraph. We're only children, please.
It was his turn. Passport. The agent stuck out her hand. He gave it to her. The new and expired little book, full of empty pages. Where are you coming from? She asked. New York City. Where are you going? To Montreal, Canada. He said. Why? She asked. He looked up at her and then glanced into the rearview mirror at the muddy beige minivan behind him. Visiting some family, he writes. His parents had moved with him to New York from Montreal more than a decade before. Some cousins, he died again. He had no cousins. His parents both were only children.
Okay, very good. Let's try that last word. So it's children. Instead of children, children.
Yeah, I'm very weak about children.
There we go.
Children.
Okay, very nice. Okay, now in between his and parents, okay, you were saying his parents. Okay, so take off the sound. So this is his parents.
His parents.
Good. One more time. His parents.
His parents.
Okay, very nice. And okay, last one here is from. Give me a good FR sound here. Where are you coming from?
Where are you coming from?
Good, good. All right, nice job. Everything else was pretty good. Okay, nice job, Heidi.
Thank you.
All right, and we've got just a little bit of time left. Let's go to Luce. Luce, please read from For How Long. Finish here, and let me have you read down to icy casing, please.
Okay. For how long? 2 or 3 days, he said. The customs agent turned to her computer with a small flip of the ponytail, stamped his unstamped passport, and let him through. He was in Canada. Before the border and after the border looked just the same. It was an imaginary line, after all, but he felt different. He turned the radio off and drove in silence for close to 30 minutes. The windshield wipers had stopped swinging from one side to the other, counting time. They were stuck, solid to the glass, shuddering lightly in their icy casing.
Okay, very good. All right, so let's go to the glass. Give me a good to the glass.
To the glass.
Okay, now, as well as the TH, we also, instead of saying to, we do say to the. So it makes it easier to get to the TH, to the glass.
To the glass.
Good. And yes, you were right here. So this is wipers, the windshield wipers.
The windshield wipers.
Okay, very nice. And the last one for you is it was an imaginary line. Okay, so it was an imaginary line. Try that.
It was an imaginary line.
Good. One more time. It was an imaginary line.
It was an imaginary line.
Good. Good. All right. Nice job. Nice job. All right, you guys. Well, thank you very much for coming into class. It was great having you here. Take care, and I'll see you in a future classroom. Okay?
Thank you very much. Have a nice
day. All right, you guys. All right,
Bye.
we'll see you. Take care. Bye.
Uh-huh.